What's up, gym hybrid athletes? Today, I will go over the best shoulder exercises for each head. If you didn't know, our shoulders are composed of three main parts: the front, side, and rear delts. Each plays an essential role in strength, stability, and creating that balanced, sculpted look. To achieve impressive shoulders, it's all about working every part evenly. And that is the exact goal of today's video. I'll break down the most effective, science-backed exercises for building your delts, while also pointing out common mistakes that could be holding you back. Not only will you get the facts, but I'll also share my personal take on each move to give you a real-world perspective. The anterior head, also known as the front delt, is located at the front of your shoulder and plays a crucial role in pushing movements, shoulder stability, and overall posture. It's what gives your shoulders that round, capped look from the front and enhances your physique's symmetry and proportions. The muscle is not just about aesthetics. It's also a key player in improving your strength for everyday tasks that involve pushing movements, lifting overhead, or even supporting other upper body exercises like bench presses and dips. However, many people either overtrain it or neglect it entirely, leading to imbalances and potential injuries. Let's kick things off with one of the most iconic and effective movements, the overhead barbell press. What makes it so effective is its ability to target the front delts while simultaneously engaging the triceps and upper chest and stabilizing muscles like the traps and core. This multi-muscle activation makes it one of the most efficient exercises for upper body development. According to studies using electromyography, overhead pressing with free weights, such as a barbell, elicits higher activation of the anterior deltoid. This is because the movement requires not just strength, but also stability and control, making it superior to machine-based alternatives for functional and muscle-building benefits. This exercise's versatility is another reason it shines. Beginners can use it to build foundational strength and learn proper pressing mechanics, while advanced lifters can progressively overload their shoulders with heavier weights. Its scalability ensures long-term growth potential, making it a must for any training program. In addition to muscle building, the overhead barbell press has practical, real-world applications. Lifting objects overhead or stabilizing loads often mimics this movement, enhancing shoulder and core stability. Over time, this translates to better performance in compound lifts like bench presses and pull-ups, as it reinforces overall upper body strength and coordination. Aesthetically, nothing creates that round, capped shoulder look quite like a strong anterior delt, and this exercise is key to achieving that. Plus, research indicates that pressing from the front is safer than behind the neck variations, reducing the risk of impingement while still providing excellent activation. Let's continue with the dumbbell front raise. This is a highly effective isolation exercise specifically designed to target the anterior deltoids. By performing the movement with dumbbells, you ensure unilateral activation, which can help address any muscle imbalances between your left and right deltoids. One of the key benefits of the dumbbell front raise is its ability to isolate the anterior delts. Unlike compound movements, which engage multiple muscle groups, this exercise allows you to focus purely on your front shoulder muscles, ensuring that they're effectively activated and stimulated. This makes it an excellent choice for pre-exhausting the deltoids before moving on to more compound exercises like the overhead press. From a functional perspective, the dumbbell front raise mimics the motion of lifting objects in front of you, which is a common action in daily activities. This can help improve your shoulder stability and overall strength for pushing movements, while also contributing to better posture and shoulder health. Additionally, using a controlled tempo and avoiding swinging during the exercise ensures that the anterior delts are properly engaged throughout the movement, minimizing the risk of injury. Research has shown that maintaining a slight bend in the elbow and focusing on slow, deliberate raises helps maximize deltoid activation. In terms of aesthetic impact, the dumbbell front raise is a great way to add definition and shape to the anterior delts, which enhances the overall appearance of the shoulder. Combined with other exercises, it can significantly contribute to the development of that desired capped look, creating broader shoulders that complement your physique. Let's move on to the Landmine Press. This compound movement involves pressing a barbell at an angled position, which increases the stability demands on the shoulder while providing a unique path of motion. Unlike traditional overhead presses, the Landmine Press requires less shoulder mobility, making it an accessible variation for individuals with limited shoulder flexibility while still delivering effective muscle activation. Studies have shown that the Landmine Press is highly effective at engaging the anterior delts due to its angle and pressing mechanics. Because the barbell is anchored at one end, it allows for a more natural pressing motion that reduces stress on the shoulder joint, which can be especially beneficial for those who experience discomfort with standard overhead presses. This exercise also hits the upper chest and triceps, making it a great compound movement for overall upper body strength. Additionally, it engages stabilizer muscles such as the core and traps, as you need to stabilize your torso during the lift. By involving multiple muscle groups, the Landmine Press is not only excellent for muscle growth, but also for improving functional strength and stability, which translates well to athletic performance. Moreover, its versatility makes it an ideal choice for both beginners and experienced lifters. Beginners can start with lighter loads to perfect their technique, while advanced lifters can progressively overload the movement to further challenge their shoulders and upper body. The Landmine Press also serves as a great accessory lift for overhead pressing movements, helping to improve pressing strength and muscle endurance. You might be surprised that I'm adding the Incline bench press to this list, but here's why it's a great exercise for the front delts. Compared to the flat bench press, the Incline variation shifts more emphasis to the upper portion of the pectorals, helping you develop that full, balanced chest. What makes this exercise particularly effective for shoulder development is the increased anterior deltoid activation, as studies have shown that this muscle is significantly engaged during the incline press. One of the standout features is its ability to promote both hypertrophy and strength, especially when the bench angle is set between 30 degrees and 45 degrees. This angle ensures that the movement doesn't overly strain the shoulders while still providing a deep stretch and powerful contraction for the upper chest and deltoids. The incline also activates the triceps, making it a compound movement that involves multiple muscle groups across the upper body. Another benefit of the incline bench press is its versatility. Whether you're using a barbell or dumbbell, this exercise can be adjusted to suit your goals. For example, using dumbbells allows for a greater range of motion and independent movement of each arm, which can help correct imbalances and enhance muscle development. Additionally, incorporating different grips, such as a narrower or wider stance, can help emphasize different portions of the chest and shoulders, further enhancing the muscle-building potential of the exercise. The Arnold Press is an excellent shoulder exercise for targeting all three heads of the deltoids, anterior, medial, and posterior, thanks to this signature rotational movement. Unlike the standard overhead press, the Arnold Press involves a unique twist in the starting position that requires the palms to face your body, with elbows bent and the dumbbells positioned near your shoulders. As you press upward, you rotate your palms outward, effectively engaging more muscles and increasing the range of motion. One of the key benefits of the Arnold Press is that it provides a fuller range of motion compared to regular pressing exercises. This can lead to better time under tension, which is crucial for muscle hypertrophy. Because of the rotation, you're not only activating the anterior deltoid, which is typically the most targeted area during pressing movements, but you're also hitting the medial and posterior deltoids more effectively. Research indicates that this exercise can stimulate muscle growth across all three deltoid heads, promoting balanced shoulder development and improving muscle symmetry. It's also a great movement for improving shoulder mobility and coordination. By adding a rotation to the press, the Arnold Press challenges your shoulder joints in a way that typical overhead presses do not, offering a more dynamic and functional range of motion. Incorporating the Arnold Press into your routine can also help you break through training plateaus, adding variety and complexity to your workouts. As with any overhead movement, it's important to use proper form and start with lighter weights to avoid injury, especially because of the rotational component, which can put strain on the shoulders if performed incorrectly. I decided to save the best for last. The cable front raise is without a doubt my favorite front delt exercise. It provides unique benefits due to the constant tension it offers throughout the entire range of motion. Unlike free weight front raises, which only create tension in the upper part of the lift, the cable machine ensures that your delts are engaged from start to finish, maximizing muscle activation and promoting hypertrophy. One of the biggest advantages of the cable front raise is its versatility. You can adjust your body position, grip, and even the cable attachment to vary the angle of the movement. This allows you to target your anterior delts from different angles, ensuring a well-rounded shoulder development. Using a single handle can isolate each shoulder, helping to correct any muscular imbalances. Moreover, the exercise can be performed with different grips, such as the overhand grip for a more traditional approach, or a rope attachment for a neutral grip that is easier on the wrists. Another key benefit is the control and precision the cable machine provides. This exercise emphasizes strict form by preventing any swinging or momentum, focusing the work on the deltoid muscles. As you raise the cable, maintaining a steady, controlled motion not only improves muscle engagement, but also helps enhance that mind-muscle connection, which is essential for efficient muscle growth. Additionally, the cable front raise is an excellent option for individuals who experience discomfort with free weights, especially those with joint issues. The smooth resistance from the cable reduces strain on the wrists and shoulders, making it a more joint-friendly alternative. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding these or other exercises, and I'll do my best to respond as fast as possible. Now that you know the best front delt exercises, it's time to move to the side delt. The lateral deltoid, often called the middle or side delt, is the key to building wide, sculpted shoulders that create that V-shaped physique. Located on the outer part of your shoulder, it plays a major role in abduction, the movement that lifts your arm out to the side, and contributes to shoulder strength, stability, and overall upper body mobility. Having well-developed mid-delts isn't just about looking good in a t-shirt, it helps improve your performance in pressing exercises, enhances posture, and balances out your shoulder muscles to prevent injury. Despite its importance, this muscle is often undertrained, especially in people who focus too much on the front or rear delts. First on the list, we have dumbbell lateral raises. This is one of the most popular and effective exercises for targeting the mid-deltoids. It is known for helping with overall shoulder aesthetics and strength development. Research shows that dumbbell lateral raise is a superior exercise for activating the side deltoid compared to the other shoulder exercises like overhead presses or upright rows. According to a study by Schoenfeld et al., the lateral raise achieved the highest level of middle deltoid activation when executed with proper form, highlighting its ability to stimulate growth in this specific area. One of the key advantages of this exercise is its simplicity. It requires just a pair of dumbbells, making it easy to incorporate into any workout, whether at home or in the gym. While the movement itself seems simple, performing it correctly is crucial to ensure the lateral delts are being targeted effectively. The key to proper form is keeping your elbows slightly bent and avoiding swinging the weights. Research indicates that using momentum or improper form can shift the focus away from the delts and onto other muscles like the traps, reducing the exercise's effectiveness. A controlled motion is important for maximizing the time under tension, which has been shown to be a critical factor for muscle growth. It can also be modified to add variety and ensure that the side delts are being targeted from different angles. The cable lateral raise is an outstanding alternative to the traditional dumbbell variation, offering the unique advantage of providing constant tension on the mid-deltoids throughout the entire range of motion, which makes it a better exercise. Unlike dumbbells, where the resistance decreases at certain points of movement, especially at the top, the cable provides continuous tension from start to finish. This is crucial for maximizing muscle engagement during the lateral raise. Research supports that constant tension leads to greater muscle fiber recruitment, which is beneficial for hypertrophy. Cable exercises, including cable lateral raises, effectively target the side deltoids, especially when proper form is maintained. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that the cable lateral raise activates the middle deltoid more than other common shoulder exercises, such as the overhead press, primarily due to the angle of resistance provided by the cable machine. The angle of pull from the cable helps ensure that the focus remains on the deltoid, reducing the involvement of other muscles like the traps or upper back. One of the benefits of the cable lateral raise over free weights is that the cable helps eliminate the use of momentum. This forces the lifter to rely on muscle control, which enhances time under tension and improves the quality of the movement. According to research by Schoenfeld et al., controlling the lift through the range of motion promotes more efficient muscle growth. The resistance remains constant and can be adjusted based on the individual strength level, making this a great exercise for both beginners and advanced lifters. It can be performed in various ways to target the deltoids from different angles. You can adjust the height of the cable machine or use single arm variations to focus on one side at a time. Studies show that varying the angles of the cable allow for more comprehensive muscle recruitment across different parts of the deltoid. Let's shift our attention to the lateral raise machine. This is a great piece of equipment specifically designed to isolate the mid-deltoid. It offers several advantages over free weight exercises, especially for beginners or those looking to improve their shoulder isolation without worrying about form breakdown or stabilization. The machine effectively isolates the lateral deltoid by fixing your body in a seated position and providing a controlled range of motion. A study by Schick et al. Found that using a machine significantly reduces the chance of momentum being used to complete the movement, leading to better isolation of the deltoid muscle. It allows you to specifically target the lateral deltoid, minimizing the involvement of other muscles, such as the traps or upper chest. One of the primary benefits of the machine is its built-in range of motion control. Unlike dumbbells or cables, where improper form can easily lead to shoulder impingement or strain, the machine guides your arms along a set path, reducing the risk of injury. Research has shown that using machines with fixed movements can be safer for lifters, especially those with pre-existing shoulder injuries or instability. Also, it helps maintain proper posture throughout the movement. which can be beneficial for individuals who may struggle with form during free weight lateral exercises. Another advantage is the ability to consistently increase resistance in a controlled manner. Unlike dumbbells, where the user must balance and stabilize the weight, the machine allows for a more stable load distribution, enabling more consistent increments in resistance. This allows for progressive overload, which is crucial for muscle growth. The progressive nature of machine training is highlighted in studies, which have shown that they can be just as effective as free weights for building strength, as long as resistance is progressively increased. This allows you to focus specifically on the lateral deltoid without having to worry about stabilizing muscles like the core or traps, which come into play during free weight exercises. This makes it an excellent option for those looking to enhance the size and definition of the middle part of the deltoids without excessive fatigue or strain from other muscle groups. Next on our list, we have the seated lateral raise, which is a popular variation of the traditional dumbbell variation, but with a key difference. It is performed while sitting on a bench or chair. This position significantly reduces the involvement of the lower body, especially the legs and core, which often assist in generating momentum during standing lateral raises. As a result, the seated option forces the mid-deltoids to take on a larger share of the load, making the exercise more effective for isolating and targeting the deltoids. One of the main advantages of the seated position is that it minimizes body swing, a common issue in standing lateral raises, where people often use momentum to lift weights. This swing can reduce the activation of the shoulder muscles and make the exercise less efficient. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that exercises done in a seated position help reduce body movement, thereby increasing muscle activation in the deltoids. By preventing body sway, the exercise isolates the shoulders better and forces the muscles to work harder throughout the entire range of motion. Furthermore, research suggests that seated variations of shoulder exercises are especially beneficial for improving muscle hypertrophy. The lack of additional momentum or assistance from other muscles means that the lateral deltoid is under tension for a longer period, leading to greater muscle fiber recruitment. This consistent tension helps stimulate growth in the deltoid muscles, especially when the exercise is performed with proper form and appropriate weight. A study in the American Journal of Sports Medicine showed that reducing the use of other muscle groups in shoulder exercises leads to more targeted muscle activation and can lead to better results in terms of both strength and size. Additionally, the seated lateral raise offers a safer alternative for those with lower back issues or those looking to reduce the risk of injury. By removing the need to balance or stabilize the torso, individuals can focus solely on the movement of the arms and shoulders without the concern of straining the back or using improper form due to excess weight. This makes it a suitable option for both beginners and advanced lifters looking to improve their shoulder development. So what do you think? You ready to implement these moves into your workout regimen? Let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding these or other exercises, and I'll do my best to respond as fast as possible. Time to move on to the third shoulder head, which is the back delt. The posterior delt, also known as the rear or back delt, is often overlooked, but it plays a critical role in achieving balanced, powerful shoulders. Situated at the back of your shoulder, the rear delt helps stabilize the joints in this area and is essential for movements like pulling and lifting, especially in exercises that involve reaching behind or overhead. A strong rear delt does more than just improve your appearance from behind. It contributes to better performance in exercises like row, pull-ups, and deadlifts. Let's start with face pulls. They are widely regarded as one of the most effective exercises for targeting the posterior delts, upper traps, and rotator cuff muscles. This exercise has long been praised for its ability to improve scapular retraction, which is critical for maintaining proper posture and shoulder health. When performing face pulls, you're pulling a rope attachment towards your face, which forces the shoulders to retract and rotate outward. This movement directly strengthens the muscles of the upper back and shoulder complex, which plays a crucial role in stabilizing the shoulder joint during dynamic and static movements. Research has shown that face pulls can significantly enhance posterior shoulder strength. One study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research highlighted the importance of face pulls in improving shoulder muscle imbalances. These imbalances often arise from overemphasizing pressing movements like bench presses or overhead presses, which tend to strengthen the anterior delts while neglecting the posterior delts and upper back muscles. By incorporating face pulls into your routine, you can counteract these imbalances and develop a more well-rounded shoulder and upper back. This balance is crucial for long-term shoulder health, helping to prevent injuries and improving shoulder stability, especially for athletes or individuals who perform a lot of pressing exercises. In addition to preventing injury, face pulls are highly effective at targeting the rotator cuff muscles, which are often undertrained. The rotator cuff is a group of 4 small muscles that stabilize the shoulder joint. Weakness in the rotator cuff is linked to an increased risk of shoulder injuries, especially in overhead movements or sports that involve throwing. Face pulls engage these muscles, helping to prevent strain and improve overall shoulder function. A study in sports health showed that targeted exercises like face pulls are especially effective for athletes who experience high shoulder demand, as these exercises strengthen the stabilizers and promote better movement mechanics. Additionally, face pulls help improve scapular mobility and prevent issues like scapular winging, a condition where the shoulder blade protrudes abnormally. Proper scapular retraction, which is emphasized during face pulls, ensures the shoulder blades move correctly and the shoulder joint functions optimally. This is important not only for lifting performance, but also for everyday tasks like reaching overhead, carrying objects, and preventing strain when lifting or pulling. Let's now move on to another great exercise that isolates the posterior delts, the reverse dumbbell fly. While face pulls are fantastic for targeting the upper traps and rotator cuff muscles, the reverse dumbbell fly is specifically designed to focus more intensely on the posterior delts, making it a great complement to any shoulder workout routine. This isolation exercise, when done with proper form, helps build strength and muscle mass in the rear delts, improving not just the overall shoulder aesthetics, but also shoulder mobility and stability. Research in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research highlights that the reverse dumbbell fly is effective in promoting posterior deltoid activation. It's a highly recommended movement for those looking to enhance the size and definition of the rear delts without overtraining the front shoulder. Because the reverse fly isolates the posterior delts, it also helps prevent shoulder imbalances that may arise from performing too many pushing exercises, which can focus on the anterior delts. The bent-over reverse cable fly is another excellent exercise for targeting the posterior deltoids, similar to the reverse dumbbell fly, but with some key differences. Unlike dumbbells, the cable machine provides continuous tension throughout the entire range of motion, which enhances the effectiveness of the exercise in building strength and muscle. The tension from the cables helps activate the muscles more consistently, especially in the rear delts, traps, and upper back, making it a great option for those looking to improve shoulder stability and posture. Research supports the use of cable-based exercises like the bent-over reverse cable fly for their ability to provide constant resistance throughout the entire movement, which helps maximize muscle activation. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research emphasized that cable exercises, especially those targeting the posterior shoulder, are effective in developing both hypertrophy and strength. The continuous resistance provided by the cable setup ensures that the deltoids are engaged throughout the entire exercise, especially in the fully extended position, which can be challenging with free weights alone. In terms of shoulder health, the bent-over reverse cable fly is also beneficial for improving scapular retraction and enhancing the overall mobility of the shoulder joint. By strengthening the posterior delts and the muscles around the shoulder blades, this exercise contributes to better posture, increased shoulder stability, and improved performance in other upper body lifts. According to a study in Sports Health, exercises that target the posterior delts and rotator cuff muscles can significantly reduce the risk of shoulder injuries, especially for athletes who perform a lot of pressing movements. The rear delt machine fly is an effective exercise for isolating the posterior deltoids, offering consistent tension throughout the movement. The machine's fixed path of motion helps ensure proper form and reduces the risk of using momentum, making it a great choice for both beginners and advanced lifters. Unlike free weights, the machine offers more controlled muscle activation, allowing for focused work on the rear delts without the need for stabilizing other muscle groups. Research shows that exercises like this one are highly effective for hypertrophy and shoulder strength development. Machines provide superior muscle isolation compared to dumbbells and cables. Additionally, the rear delt fly helps improve scapular retraction, contributing to better posture and shoulder stability, which can reduce the risk of injury in overhead and pressing movements. The wide grip barbell row is a powerful compound exercise that targets the posterior deltoids, along with the lats, rhomboids, and traps. Using a wide grip shifts the focus of the movement more towards the upper back, especially in the rear delts, which is crucial for improving overall shoulder strength and posture. By pulling the barbell with a wider grip, the range of motion is altered, allowing for a greater stretch and contraction of the posterior shoulder muscles. Research supports the effectiveness of wide grip barbell rows in strengthening the posterior deltoids. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that exercises involving horizontal pulling movements, like rows, significantly engage the posterior deltoids and contribute to better shoulder health and upper back stability. The wide grip, in particular, has been shown to enhance upper back activation, making it an excellent choice for balancing out muscle imbalances caused by excessive pressing exercises, such as bench presses or overhead presses. In addition to shoulder development, the barbell row also strengthens the muscles responsible for scapular retraction, which helps maintain proper posture and shoulder stability. This is especially important for preventing injuries, as a strong upper back supports the shoulder joint during dynamic movements. According to research from Sports Health, strengthening the posterior shoulders and upper back can help reduce the risk of rotator cuff injuries and improve performance on other lifts, such as overhead pressing or pull-ups. Next on the list, we have the elevated Y-raise. By performing the movement with your chest elevated on an inclined surface, the exercise minimizes the involvement of the chest and anterior deltoids, forcing your posterior delts and upper back muscles to do most of the work. The unique Y shape of the movement further isolates the rear delts while also engaging the upper traps and serratus anterior muscles. Research supports the effectiveness of this exercise in enhancing shoulder health and stability. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research highlighted that exercises involving arm elevation in a Y position are excellent for posterior deltoid activation, helping improve shoulder function and posture. The elevated Y-raise also encourages scapular stability, which is essential for reducing the risk of shoulder injuries. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding these or other exercises, and I'll do my best to respond as fast as possible. Now, you might be asking yourself, how many of these exercises do I need to implement in my program? I recommend adding one exercise for each shoulder head. However, don't forget to switch them up from time to time. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding these or other exercises, and I will do my best to respond as fast as possible. If you found value in this video, it would mean a lot to me if you could give it a like and subscribe with the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Thank you all for the amazing support.